this fight,
Who
Tai
saw this coming?
Tuivasa versus Derrick Lewis. That's what I put down. I put down everyone called Derrick Lewis takedowns, right?
I thought going into this, man, Derrick Lewis hits so hard. And it's the same thing that I thought when he took on Dawkins, because Dawkins is this high-touted prospect, right? He has great hands, great footwork for a heavyweight, all this stuff, but he's hittable. Every time he fights, he gets hit, and you can't be hittable against someone like Derrick Lewis because he'll put your lights out. And I thought kind of the same thing with Tai in this fight, right? When he hurts people, he gets careless, he comes in, and he gets rocked, right? It happens almost all of his fights. So I was like, you can't do that against Derrick Lewis. He'll put you out. And then he was like, all right, I'll get tossed in my face a couple times, eat some massive shots in this position.
Huge shots.
When he got up from this position and was eating those shots and immediately, instead of retreating,
Now, real quick, when you're saying this position, he's trying to get back up from being taken down here. Up against
he's cage walking. Yeah, cage walking. Derrick Lewis almost is like in a half guard position type thing as he's coming up, and he's lighting him up with monster right hands. I thought he was about to drop. But Tai got up, and instead of retreating or shelling, he just dug in and went toe-to-toe with him. And I was like, you know what?
Yes.
Tai might have this. Because if he faded there or shelled up or tried to evade, Derrick Lewis would have finished him. He would have chased him down. The follow-up shots would have dropped him because he would have been off balance, out of position. But instead, he dug deep. And I was like, oh, Tai might be a contender now. Mm-hmm. This is crazy. That was nuts, man.
You know how much I have loved Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah.
I've been the biggest Tai Tuivasa fan for the longest time. Shout out to my boy Bunzel, by the way, who I was talking to on the phone. Like, we're in the middle of a conference call, and Bunzel's a big MMA fan as well. He listens to the podcast, by the way, so shout out Bunzel.
Comment sometime.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I know. Hey, join us live, though. And then, and we were talking about this fight specifically. And I told him, I said, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Tai Tuivasa won. And I said, if he wins, I'm going to celebrate by either getting a FTA tattoo under my lip, or I bust out a Shoey.
Oh, full screen it, Rich. Full screen it, Rich.
The podcast, dude. You know, I don't know. Let's have at it. Dude, Tai Tuivasa,
pull the
my
belt
man.
Down. Show the belt off.
So excited. Dude, that's why you're the champ, dude. Doing champ shit, you know what I mean? Wipe this off. Dude, seriously, one of the things that you called out right now, Tai Tuivasa is one of those guys that when he gets in trouble, he bites down on his mouthpiece and he just goes to war. Derrick Lewis has a history of not liking to get hit.
Yeah, he shies away a little bit, right?
He shies away a little bit. And that's why he's extra cautious. Now, I think of some of the biggest power hitters in the history of MMA. God damn, I got some of that drink on my seat now. My fucking crotch is all wet. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do for that Shoey. These things happen when you're podcasting. No, but you think of like an Ngannou, okay? Ngannou, when he fought Rosenstruck, he's throwing caution in the wind, he gets tagged by Rosenstruck.
Yeah, a couple times.
He's gotten tagged by Stipe. He doesn't mind getting hit. He will get hit to give you a harder shot.
Yeah.
Derrick Lewis is very tentative when he approaches. He cocks his right hand back. He slowly creeps up on you. And as soon as he feels like you're moving forward, he doesn't mind taking a step back and trying to counter.
Yep.
Okay, but he doesn't like those wild exchanges.
No.
And Tuivasa, that's where he thrives, man. That's where he thrives. The other thing, Tai Tuivasa started training with AKA. He's been on back and forth with AKA.
Yeah.
So he doesn't mind that clinch up against the cage anymore. He doesn't mind trying to wrestle. He embraces it. Mm-hmm. So what's one of the easiest ways to nullify a big power puncher?
Yeah.
Make it dirty. Put him up against the cage. Close that gap, right? And then Derrick Lewis surprised everybody and said, hey, let me take you down real quick and show you I got some real skills. But Tai Tuivasa did not give a shit, man. Props to Tai Tuivasa. I was so excited, man, doing it for the area. And just so we know, I did that Shoey with these LeBrons, which I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably going to throw them away. Not going to lie. I can't stand LeBron. Put it on the shelf? Put it on the shelf? No, dude. Because then I'm showcasing a LeBron shoe, and I can't stand LeBron. I should have never purchased those shoes, man. Screw LeBron. Anyways.
But like what you said about him thriving in that, in the moment, immediately reminded me of Teddy Atlas. And Teddy Atlas will say this thing about some guys, that some guys are firefighters and some guys aren't. Right? LeBron sucks. But right, some guys are firefighters. Some guys will walk through that fire. And Dustin Poirier is one of those guys. Tai Tuivasa is one of those guys. Like when it starts coming back to them, he will walk through the fire. Some guys don't. Some guys shy away from it, and that's fine, right? You have some guys have to, right? Andre Arlovsky, he can't embrace that fire anymore. He used to, but he can't anymore. He knows he can't.
I mean, he's 43 years old, and he's taking a lot of shots to that chin.
Exactly, right? That walking through that fire does not lead to a long career usually, but Tai Tuivasa walked through the fire, and goddamn, the elbow that put Derrick Lewis out. Holy shit! Rich, can you bring up that picture again of him landing the elbow up against the cage?
But the thing is that, like, I don't remember what shot he landed. He landed a shot right before that, which if you take a look at Lewis's eyes, he was already rocked. And he had the ability to put his hand up against his neck. And he kept his head there and just nailed him, man, right by the temple.
Elbow straight through him. Like, that was nut. And then you see him just go straight. That was crazy.
FTA for the area.
Yeah. That was, I mean, that was like, that's what you want in a heavyweight fight, right? Swinging and banging, and two titans, two like Goliaths of human beings just swinging at each other until one of them drops. And that's, I mean, goddamn. And tough go for Derrick Lewis, right? He's been now finished twice in Texas. Back to
Houston.
Back-to-back Texas performances taken out. And that's why I was kind of surprised he took this fight, because after that fight, he said the pressure of fighting in Texas was too much for him. And then immediately signs a fight to fight in Texas.
Well, a couple things with that. Money talks, and then this was a 3rd-round fight instead of a 5-round fight.
True, right? Those are two big things. And he can maybe capitalize on beating somebody who's really like doing well and has some momentum. But I believe Tai Tuivasa also broke a pretty significant streak in Derrick Lewis's career that goes all the way back to 2015 when Rousey beat Zingano at UFC 184. That was his first UFC fight in February, right? He knocked out Ron Potts. The next time he fought in February, he knocked out Damian Grabowski. Then he fought in February again against Travis Brown. We don't know how that went. He murdered him, right? And then called out his wife. And then in 2018, he fought in February against Marcin Tybura, and he knocked him out. And then in 2020, he fought in February against Ilir Latifi, and he beat him. Then in 2021, he knocked out Curtis Blades in February. So it was 6 Februarys in a row. He has never lost in February until now.
Damn.
Sorry that was long-winded, but I feel like it's significant.
You just threw like one of those random ESPN stats on us. You know?
I know, yeah. First guy since Babe Ruth to home run twice in a game in February after sitting out the previous game.
Yeah, super random. Super random. But happy for Tai Tuivasa. He's going to shoot up those rankings, man.
Mm-hmm. Well,
at this
Dana
point,
said in the post-fight press conference that he's now like in the mix of like five through 3. So if you look at the rankings, I mean, heavyweight, it's kind of a question mark right now because Francis is going to be out. They said like 8 to 10 months. So they'll probably do an interim title fight. I'm guessing it'll be Stipe versus John or Stipe versus Cyril. It's got to be one of those 2 fights that they're going to do. So Lewis maybe fights whoever isn't in that mix, or he's going to have to fight someone. I mean, you can't give him Curtis Blades again, right? He just knocked him out. Or no, I'm sorry. Derrick Lewis knocked him out. Volkov is probably what you do. Mm-hmm. I think Volkov has a fight, though, coming up, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't remember.
But that's what you do, right? If I'm the UFC, I'm not giving him Curtis Blades. Nope. Volkov is fighting Aspinall. So if Volkov gets past Aspinall, maybe you do that. That's in March, so it's not too far off, right? That might line up actually perfectly if he gets past him. But if I'm the UFC, I'm not giving Tai Tuivasa Curtis Blades. I'm not doing that. because they have something with Tai, and they've given favorable matchmaking before to guys that they see that in, and I'm sure they see the marketing in Tai. Right, the Shoey's massive. He's promoting his own beer after the fight with his Shoey, with the 2 shoes, saying his brand. Genius. He got Dana to do a Shoey at the post-fight press conference. Like, he got you to do one right now in our podcast. Like, don't give him some elite wrestler, right?
No, please don't.
Yeah,
please don't.
Yeah,
let's keep this train going.
Because the UFC, it's sport, right? There's matchmaking, there's rankings, there's all this stuff. There's some integrity there, but they do definitely lean towards the marketing hype trains, and I don't think they'll kill the hype. I mean, I don't think anybody, people saw a path to victory for Tai in this fight, but how many people actually picked him to win it? You know what I mean? How many people went out on a limb and said, that's who I think is going to win this fight?
Yeah.
This is a monumentous win for Tai.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he just took out the UFC knockout king, the guy with the most knockouts. He just knocked him out.
I mean, it says it on his chest, knockout king.
Yeah. And what is Tai now? Is that 6 in a row, 5 in a row?
I think 5. Let's check.
I mean, people wrote him off when he lost that 3 in a row.
5 in a row. Stefan Struve, Harry Hunsucker, what a name. Greg Hardy, Augusto Sakai, and now Derrick Lewis.
Yeah, and before that streak, it was a 3-fight loss streak.
Yeah. Yep. So, hey, super excited again. Can't wait to see what the future holds for our Shoey friend in Tai Tuivasa. Hey, everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.